Mind feel messy? Do you wake up with a throbbing headache that is driving you dull, crazy, and it's migraine, it's the pressure? But if your mind is messy, it is like looking at a messy bedroom, a messy room where things are shown all around. You need to declutter your mind. You can't build your future if the mind is cluttered. You can't do that. It's just not going to work. The mental pillar is the blueprint for your success. It's the architect of your life. The architect's blueprint is your mental pillar. Literally. Because the architect needs his mind to be able to design the building. So you need to realize that. There was this friend of mine that came on TikTok, Candice. And Candice designs things. But she sees the vision in an uncluttered mind. She does a lot of embroidery. And she sells it at the market all through, the province that she lives in. And that is how she that is her job. That's her living. But she couldn't create that type of work if she didn't have a clear mind, a mind that is free of clutter. It doesn't work. So if you wake up and you have this dull headache, you have to realize that there is something going on in your mind that is not right for you. You see, one thing I always refer to, more so now than ever, is the magical century, or whatever you call it, decade I'm entering. I am going to be 80 this May. And if there is one thing I have learned, is that your thoughts are the architects of your reality. Wow. Did you get me? Are you with me on this? In all the years I've been alive, I picked up a little bit of wisdom here, a little bit of experience here, some things I shouldn't do, something I should do, what I should work on, what I should avoid. I have all of this wisdom. And it's not maybe wisdom, I just call it knowledge, because wisdom feels for somebody much greater than me. I have all this knowledge. And one of the things I found out, that our thoughts are the architects of our life. Because those thoughts help to design the life we're living today. There is a quote that I use quite often. The choices and decisions you make today determines the life you live tomorrow. The choices and decisions you make today determine the life you live tomorrow. There is no other way but that way. If you choose to start a journey, and because you got a detour, a boulder is in your way, you turn around, that's a choice. And that's why your mental prosperity is the architect of your life. So you see, let's check your blueprint. You are the creator. What are you creating? An architect designs something. Are you yourself creating, I am not good enough? Is that one of your creations? I am too old to do this? How hard have you been working to do the things you have been working on? How has working hard working out for you? When you said, I am working hard, your what do you call it? Those nerves and everything. The arteries go like this because I am working so hard. Or this person is saying, I work hard for my money. That is not working for you. Working hard is not really going to give you what it is you desire. I am here to tell you this. Working harder is not the secret to success. It's not. If somebody said you're not doing it, you're not working hard enough, you should work harder. That is not the secret to success. The secret is thinking clearer. Our secret as human beings to success, our one key To open the door of success is to think clearly. You cannot think clearly if your mind is cluttered. If you are taking yourself down minute by minute by criticizing everything about you, and if you have looked carefully at all what you have been criticizing recently, how is that been working for you? Did they go away? Did they leave? Did they stop showing up? No. So instead of criticizing everything about yourself, why not try to find that one little clear area, clean it out mentally, and concentrate on that? So here is how to protect your mental focus today. You need to do that. Last week, we talked about resilience, right? We discussed how to stop the thought loops that keep us stuck. Do you know them? I just gave you a few. Of course you do. They live in your mind. You repeat them to yourself just before you're about to work on creating the life you desire. That is the thought loops. They're like this. And you're just going. And on the way, you're picking up more loops from your friends and telling you shouldn't be doing this. This is not nice. Women shouldn't do that. Men shouldn't do that. What is wrong with you? You're too old. Why don't you go sit like they told my cousin? She's 65 and she retired. Why don't you go sit down and roll your rosary? Because she found a boyfriend. But that is what she needed. That's what she needed in her life at the moment. As a matter of fact, that is what they both needed. But somebody dear to her said to her, well, go get your rosary and lie in your bed. You shouldn't be doing this. Really? You see, that is somebody else's thought loops. So for her to repeat this to me, that tells me that that person's thought got into her thought loop and clouding her vision. She cannot think clearly. She's going to doubt herself and the relationship for a long time. Unless she stands up and she declares, I am worthy of having a partner in my life. And I am worthy because I desire this person to go with me, to be with me, to sit with me. There's some people who desire that. There are other people who are quite contented to be like that. And they're both right because they're both okay. They're both their choices. But she had to take it. She must have mulled that thing in her mind before she comes to me and tells me what has happened. You see, other people's thought loops can destroy your life. What are you doing here? Why are you here? Aren't you supposed to be there? How come you're doing this? You don't need them to add that to your mental plan because you're already making a mess anyway. You woke up this morning criticizing your way to the bathroom. You couldn't walk, but your body is stiff. Well, what do you expect? You've been lying flat for 6 and 7 hours. It's going to be stiff. So, but leave it alone or find out what it is I can do before I get out of bed to stop my body from being stiff. A 5-minute break in bed, mental architecture tells you to slap your legs while you're on your back on the bed over for 10, 18 times. And that will stimulate the muscles in the leg to get the blood to start to flow again. Do this with your ankle. And then while you're still in bed, go forward with your toes and back like this while you're still in bed to avoid the stiffness. That is mental clarity will get you to do that. So remember them. When you say this one, well, I'm over 45, it's too late for me. Really? Really? I can't do that. What if it's a flop? People will laugh. People will talk. And they will laugh at me. What will the neighbors say? Really? They don't care. They have their own pot of stew to take the salt off, and they need to throw potatoes in there to absorb the salt. So it's not too salty. You think they have time to think about you? So while you are considering that mental situation before you do what it is you desire to do, to be clear to where you're going, your thoughts have to be clear. The person that comes to you and constantly has the same thought about you, and they dare do this, you need to ask them the question, have you noticed that no matter what you say to me or say about me, I'm still going forward? And sometimes it's not that they want to hurt you. They want to fix you. They want you to conform. Again, if you are a woman, the thing is, well-behaved women do not make history. If Candice is here, you should make a plaque like this. Well-behaved women do not make history. They don't. Because the minute a woman stands up and she shakes that dress off and she decided, I can do it. My mom was not very tall, 5'2". And one day when she was visiting here, she said to me, you know what? I need pants. I think I want some pants because I don't like seeing when women bend down in the airport how it looks. I need pants. And they were traveling, so I had to make a pants. And then she said, what is that German actress again? And I said, Melina Dietrich. She said, well, if she can wear pants, I can wear pants. So, and you will see her in all her pictures going forward. She's been wearing pants because she decided that. But she was a trendsetter. My mother would go on the back of my father's motorcycle if an evening gone. So, but did that mean everybody liked her or everybody admired her? No. But she had to do what she wanted to do to succeed when she started her business from scratch. So you cannot do the things if you have other people's plans in your head. So, well, I am here to tell you, I started on social media at the young age of 73. I'm taking a bow to another one, and I'm loving it. What was it easy? No, it wasn't easy. Challenging for sure, scary, you think? I didn't even know which button to push to start the journey. I had so many people who told me I am making a fool of myself. I did it anyway. And guess what? I love being a fool. If this is making a fool of myself, man, it stimulates me. My blood flows. I love it. I get up in the morning fired up, charged up, and really ready to go. I wake up every day fired up and ready to go. Well, yes, there's going to be a situation where a needy size doesn't want to cooperate, then we have a conversation. You don't want to cooperate with what you're going to do. You think I can take you off and leave you in the bed and go by myself? No, you have to go with me. We belong to each other. I know that sounds crazy, but I am slightly not normal. So my followers on TikTok listen to you. They tell me you guys are 18 to 34. I am going to be 80. I could be some of your great-grandmothers. And I'm telling them, yes, they can. And that they must start now and go slowly and consistently. Those of you on TikTok that are 18 to 34, whatever you desire, you need to start now. And just stay on it a little every day. Do not let anybody tell you your dream is too big, that your dream is too small. You choose your dream. You choose your desire. You choose your goal and stay focused on it. Put blinders like you are in a race because yes, man, you are in a race to survive. Too many people are out there telling you are not good enough and you're too young and you will never make it. And one person that's 39 years old, 39, so full of themselves, forgot who held his hand, looked at me and said to me, I know it would be nice to do a live with you, but only for 10 minutes because the attention span out there with the Gen Zs are so low. And I said, that was the moment I said, no, I will not do this with you. Because I do not want you to tell me that they will not survive. We are the hippies, the Woodstocks, and here we are. And they say We, the baby boomers that they had no hope for, are the richest people in the world right now. Because of inheritances and our business, and first people live for TV, first set with, going to university, because our parents came out of the war and they decided we needed to be educated to be better. They worked in construction, they worked in factories, and you guys, 18 to 34, do not let anybody put that cloud on your head and tell you you cannot make it. The world is going to go to wherever. Remember 2000? Well, you maybe weren't even born then. In 2000, they told us we wouldn't wake up because it's a new whatever computer. Oh, you should have been there. There were people building bomb shelters. So ignore them, because I am here to tell you the only thing you can do, start now and go slowly and consistently and hold it like you're holding it in your teeth and your hands are like that. No. To you, the other group, people have been bugging me for years. Find your niche. You need a niche. What is your niche? You see what I mean? I am 80 and people are 18 to 34 are coming to me. But they're the pundits, the titans, those at the top of whatever is telling me you need a niche, you wouldn't make it. Guess what? YouTube told me my followers on YouTube are 45 to 65 plus, you know. So you know what I'm going to tell you? I'm telling you guys, I am your future self. I am still ahead of you. You choose to be who you want. But I'm telling you, I am your future self. And it's a choice. So if you are 65 and plus, you're still younger than me. I am ahead. 45 to 65 on YouTube. You know what I tell them when I am your future self. Who cares what the world think? Who cares? It's your life, your journey. You decide what you are going to do with what is left of it. Remember one thing, you're going to hear this. 45 to 65, I have news for you. You better get on the horse and move yourself and get going, because man, you have more years behind you than you have ahead of you. So you need to get going now. Do what it is you desire to do. You want to dance, then dance like King David danced. And yes, those wonderful little people that we gave birth to and we nurtured, all of a sudden they want to tell us which leg we should use to walk. They have rules and regulation. They're scared for us to do things. I have my friend Lisa. When Lisa and I wanted to go on some adventure, you didn't want to hear what our two children had to say. They got me down, and it's Lisa that picked me up and said, nobody tells us what to do. So we went. We went twice, and we came back alive. So remember that. 45 to 65, my followers on YouTube, I am speaking to you. Who cares what the world thinks? It's too late for you to care. Come on. It's your life, your journey. You decide what you're going to do with it, what is left. When doubt sets in, remember, you have more age behind you. You're 45 than ahead of you. There's no guarantee for the next day, right? If you are not sure, check the insurance policy. The minute you start to age, the price for the premiums go up. You know why? Because you have a higher rate of death. Dying. So therefore, they're raising it on you. So that is why you have to raise your level yourself on you. You choose. So go for it. Go for what it is you desire to do. Remember, your mind is the architect. If you're building a life of prosperity, you need a blueprint. I can't, or it's too late. The structure will crumble. You cannot say that. You cannot think that anymore. So go for it. So for all the pundits that told me for years I need a niche, I want to know what they want me to do with my two niches. I love my 18 to 34. I adore my 45 to 65 plus, because I can say you can still start to take care of your body. You can still do things to help yourself. To my friends, to those on YouTube, and the little ones, 18 to 34, or 18, let's say they're 18 to 44. Guys, the world is not going to fall apart. It's not meant to fall apart. And while you are in it, you cannot wait for it to fall apart. You're not Chicken Little to say the sky is falling. It hasn't fallen yet. It's not going to fall either. Step up and choose who you desire to be and start working on it. Take a chance on you. Keep your mouth shut. That's where the trouble begins. You know, if my cousin hadn't told her sister she was going to date somebody, the sister wouldn't have to put her opinion on it, right? My mother said, when you have a choice, you're making a plan for yourself. Until it becomes a reality, you shut your mouth. And I taught that to my children, and I teach it to you guys, my followers, my nieces, my nephew. Keep your mouth shut. And a thing that people think that others desire to hear. You watch your vocabulary. That is the architect of your life. That's where your plans are made, in that mental state. So when you use those things and somebody says to you, hello, Joan, how are you doing today? Well, Joan, my knee hurts, my nose hurts. No. Just stand up and say, I am absolutely wonderful. That will shock them. Because let me tell you something. When you tell the person, when you reply to all the things that's wrong with you, there's nothing left for them to say. They're not a doctor. They cannot fix it. But when you say, how are you feeling today, Tessa-Marie? I am absolutely wonderful. Wow. I haven't heard that for a while. See? Or the people around who heard your smiles. Are you always wonderful? My nieces and nephews in England call me Miss Wonderful because I am wonderful. I feel wonderful. If something is broken, you, my nieces and nephews in England, asking me how I'm feeling, and I tell that to them, can they fix that for me? No. So why burden them with that? And what you speak is what you get. So if you speak pain, you will get more pain. The world wants your attention, but your prosperity requires your focus. You need to focus on what it is you desire, on you. Mental prosperity is the ability to choose one thought over another. A thought. You choose which thought you want to use today. So today, bless your ability to concentrate on your goals. Bless that. I am happy and grateful I have the opportunity to concentrate on my goals. Just do that. People lose money because they lose focus. And yet, money is what we talk about everywhere we go. Right? They lose focus. And then they lose money. They make the bad choices. Not decisions that are going to help them. Think of that. The same thing happens with our life. What one thing will you focus on today? The same thing. When we lose focus, we lose our goal, we lose our dream, we lose our hugging, we lose our kissing. We say hello without thinking. We just start, focus on you. You know, so repeat things that is going to help you. For example, listen to this. I'll say it 3 times. My mind is a garden of growth. I weed out doubt and plant seeds of success. My mind is a garden of growth. I take, I'll say it again. I weed out, I didn't want to use the exact words, but I should. My mind is a garden of growth. I weed out doubt and I place the seeds of success. Got it? My mind is a garden of growth. I weed out doubt and I plant the seeds of success. That is what you have to do when you're feeling this thing coming at you, biting you, nipping at you. Oh, you're not good enough. Stop saying that. Tessa-Marie is crazy. Yes, she is. But she's living a fulfilled life. And that did not start, guys, at 18. That started when I looked at what is in front of the life I'm walking into and what it is I desire. At 18, I didn't know yet. Although I could see the picture, I could see the show. But then I made a decision at 22. I'm going to do better than this. I need to succeed. And as I plant my seeds of growth towards success, the plans expanded. It was just being able to feed ourselves and pay rent and then buy a home. And it just kept going and going and going. But the realization of the focus of the mind had to come first. The architect had to have a plan. They don't build houses without a plan. And you want to build a life without a plan? Whoever told you that's possible? Whoever told you it's too early to start, you have lots of time, is a liar. And whoever tells you it's too late, they're the bigger fool than the king's fool in the palace. Let me tell you. So anybody sitting around and telling you, oh, you're 18, you're 34, you have time. No, you don't have any time. The time you have is now. And what the time you have is to start now. 18 to 34, start doing it now. And those of you 45 to 65 with a plus, that's what YouTube told me, I didn't ask them. Your time is now. Your time is now. If you want to do, you desire to do something, seek it out, do it, plan it. Keep your mouth shut though. You don't want anybody to rain on your parade.